FoodTravelMusicLove.com. Inspiration from the heart. This is a little informal video just to show you what you can get basically around Suvarnabhumi airport area, Bangkok, Thailand. This isn't going to be one of our official review videos. Might come back and do that another time. More of an informal, laid-back, short video just to show you what you can get for your money up here around the airport. A lot of my work is further down towards Bangkok, Jomtien, Pattaya. So coming up here, if I've got an early flight the next morning from Suvarnabhumi, I've stayed at Bangkok before, a bit naively, not realising that Bangkok is actually still about half an hour drive to the airport. This is only, it's basically just on the outside of the airport perimeter. So we're about 10 minutes away. We haven't actually heard any planes yet, which is actually quite good in terms of noise and being able to get some sleep. So that's quite handy. I found this just on booking.com, X GO INN. There's probably other various properties as well that you'll find on there, I'm sure. There's without doubt there'll be hundreds. Having said that, I didn't see many that were at this rate. I paid just under 400 baht for this, so literally about £9 in sterling. And that's pretty good going, as you can see. I mean, it's budget, it's basic, but it's a huge room. It's almost unnecessarily big. You know, you could basically have two rooms here. You know, you can see at one point maybe it was 2 rooms and it's been knocked through into one, which is nice, but it's sort of unnecessary for a location which I may assume, again, possibly being a bit ignorant here, but I may assume that this is an area that most people would stay in terms of tourists if they're then going on to the airport. There is quite a lot of facilities out there, as you can see. You've got lots of little vendors, little coffee bars, 7-Eleven, so you have got lots of things like that there. Plenty of eateries around. I've been on Grab as well, Foodpanda. At the point of filming this, Foodpanda is no more. I think there's about 2 weeks left of Foodpanda over in Thailand. There's still quite a few options on Grab, so I'm going to get something in, probably delivered to the room a little bit later on. But you can see there are some nice good facilities around. What more do you want, especially if you're just coming up here ready for an early flight the next morning. I've looked at Bolt as well. That's handy for you to know, because I'm unsure about taxis. I use one particular taxi company when I'm coming out of Pattaya up to airport or Bangkok, and they won't come up and pick up from here because it's too short distance. I always get a bit paranoid about that. If you wake up and it's an early one and you've got a flight booked, you need to know you can get from here to there. Well, there does seem to be a few Bolt drivers in the area at the moment. Hopefully there will be for me at 5:30 in the morning. In terms of this particular property then, it's a little difficult to find. It's slightly off track compared to the Google map, so the pin drop isn't exactly where it should be, so just bear that in mind. However, found it okay in the end. Driver had to do a U-turn, come back down the main road, and then it's just literally down a really quiet little track. At the end of the track is the main road, and that's where you've got the 7-Elevens, etc. In terms of facilities here, again, I won't go into a full review. In terms of facilities, you see there, it's got air conditioning. That's blowing lovely and cold at the moment. It's gradually filling up this whole big room. Wi-Fi is really, really good as well. I've checked out the Wi-Fi, that's really good, which is handy because there is no telly here, so if you've got a fire stick or anything, there's no telly in here. You've got a desk. I mean, you've got all the things that are sort of unnecessary in a way, the size of the room. You've got a kettle, I think it's one little pouch of coffee, which is nice. A basic little fridge sat on the floor. It's not the most nicely cosmetically designed room. For a tenner, under a tenner, this is just really, really good. I'm not even going to show you in the shower and the toilet. I'm looking at them now, and I don't really want to look at them again. We'll leave it there. There is a balcony there as well that you can see, so if you want to go out and have a smoke, just take in some of the Thai sunshine, lap it up until you get on your flight to wherever you're going, then that's nice. You've got a balcony out there as well. It's a self-check-in place, this. It did say self-check-in, however somebody was there. I always have an element of cynicism, skepticism in me when somebody's there, when it says it's going to be self-check-in. Thailand is a very generally friendly and honest country, but anywhere in the world there's always going to be scammers and people. So there was somebody there saying, what's your room number and what's your reservation number? And I was like, do I give you this or not? Because it did say self-check-in and there'll be no one there. But but it was all honest. So you might have somebody here, in case you're watching this, at the X Go Inn. There might be somebody down there, all very friendly. She just puts it in, gets a key, brilliant. I mean, I say all this, I go out to the 7 and come back, everything's gone. A little example here of something you can get locally. It did take me, to be honest, about an hour and a half to get anywhere. I had 3 orders on Grab, waiting out for delivery, cancelled, or it just took too long, so I had to cancel. It's now about 9:30. I've got to be leaving here about 5:30 tomorrow morning, but I still wanted to just try and show you something that you can get. Now, the pizza is still hot, to be fair. The crust is a little bit ropey. Let's see though. It's alright, it's alright. You won't often see me do that with food. It's okay. It's a little bit like thin cheese on toast. I won't even say where I ordered it from. It was on Grab. I'm not going to say the specific restaurant, but just to show you can get things around here anywhere on Grab. If you just want a little bit of food, I'm just going to have 3 or 4 slices of this. I've used up a little bit of my bar, a little bit of dinner before I shoot off tomorrow. You can get food here at the Go Inn SUVARNABHUMI airport. Well, there you go guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Just a nice little short video, giving you an idea of somewhere you could come and stay up near the airport. Bulk showing at around 100 baht to get from here to the airport in the morning. So that's nice and reasonable as well. And it just saves you the hassle of having to get up at like 4 in the morning. Instead you can get up at 5 in the morning and not have to do the big drive up from Pattaya in the morning or from that area if that's where you're coming from. But here we go, X Go Inn SUVARNABHUMI airport. If I've said any of the words wrong, so be it. Ross, FoodTravelMusicLove.com, inspiration from the heart. Thank you.